Testing. It's the end of the year. 2024, we're coming back for more.
Okay? 2024, look for more. Wait a minute. Namyo Horenge Kyo, Namyo Horenge Kyo, Namyo Horenge Kyo.
Greetings, A.B. Miss Angela B. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a minute. Welcome back.
It's been 364 days.
I'm talking about as far as since we last talked to you guys.
Oh.
But it has been 365 days that we got through. Another year that God has blessed us. Every day this year we have gotten through, no matter if it's been an up, down, an up day, a down day, a good day, a bad day. We got through it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us thought we wouldn't. A lot of us probably had moments where we probably wanted to give up.
We all had them.
Look, if y'all looking at me and looking at her, then look, we made it. Y'all.
We made it.
The end of 2023.
Give yourself a hand.
Again, post-COVID, okay? But we'll get into that in a minute. But again, welcome back, guys, to another week.
Another installment.
Another episode of your favorite podcast. Your favorite hostesses, Mostesses.
The lovely Lady Bambi D.
And it's me, Jordan B. And this is
Transparent Energy.
We're back, girl. We're back with the final episode. Is the final
of the year. Let me type it up. Get it out. Because who else is doing it? Who else did it? We officially
oh, you're right.
the TW.
We're supposed to be high. Yeah.
But I was going to say we are officially, and we're claiming, I'm going to do something with it. The only TWOC Philadelphia podcast. The only. In Philly.
Shout out to the girls that I see that's about to come up with the did you see Asia Tempest and Tabitha from New York is about to have their own podcast coming in January.
Awesome. I love that.
Yes, ladies, come on,
women.
We need more of us out here anyway, so I'm glad about that.
I love that.
I can catch y'all episode. So shout out to y'all. But again, y'all, look, we made it. That's just the big all. And look, if you ain't bringing peace. That's it. If you ain't bringing peace. If it ain't about peace. If you not bring, like, if you look, and it's just crazy because as much as we don't want to, a lot of things is just like, you know how sometimes God just be like, listen, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And it's crazy that somebody's been in the algorithm. I've seen a lot of different relationships ending, whether it be celebrities or whether it just be regular folks. I've seen a lot of people that you even thought they was going to be together for a little while. Relationships started to break apart. Some things happening like right before the end of the year. People started really getting exposed. Stuff is happening. Like, because we haven't been up with you guys for the last 2 weeks, but it's been so much going on in the last 2 weeks. Like, baby, this December has been a one to remember. Okay,
it literally was like,
it has been a December to remember.
The ball drop was the month itself.
And the ball didn't even drop yet.
That's how it seems.
No, like, it didn't even drop yet. Like, because it's still, we still got a couple more hours until 2024. So look, but again, first of all, it's the last weekend, which I love how it felt on a Sunday. Because I seen a post where it was like, it's giving 2024 is giving business. It starts on Monday. We look right in it.
I love that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
look,
get with the program.
We starting off fresh. Like, clean slate for real. For those who really trying to keep a clean slate. Because I know you watching. But for those that I really want to keep a real clean slate. For real. You know, going to this New Year series.
That's right.
On some real, and we'll get our information in a minute, but maybe we'll switch it up real quick because it's our last episode. We're not keep it different. But for real, like,
given everything we've endured already this year,
in the years prior, post COVID, it's been serious.
Yeah,
life has been serious.
Life has been serious. Life, and it's only getting more. You know, but
it's getting more serious.
With the way we've been reporting, even over the year, our stories have become so much more interesting, outrageously interesting, and nationwide startling. Ain't she so cute? That it's like it should make you want to ground yourself only to prepare for the shift that's really about to happen in this year.
Service today at the church I went to this morning. One of the preachers talked about was the shift that's going to happen in this next year. That's
exactly. Like whatever. Like this year showed us that the only thing you need to think about going into the new year is solidifying what you have, grounding yourself. Because there is a
different mindset, for real.
Yeah, water yourself down. Like if you,
we really got some crazy. Like I said, we don't know what to expect, especially what's been going on lately. Like it's a lot. Like as much as I like I said, but see, regardless of what, like I said, my relationship with God is so tight. So regardless of what's going on around me, I already know. Like Psalm 91 say, 1,000 may fall to my right, 10,000 to my left hand, but it should not come near I.
Hello.
So I'm fine. But still, it's still crazy that the things that's going to be going on, and it's really like, because I even heard something saying, like 2024 probably might be like the year that is really, like I said, even though I believe a lot of things are going to happen, but this also is a year for us to really, really prepare. Maybe this might be the year, like, if we really take serious that it's time to prepare for something that we don't know that's coming, because it's a lot of stuff that's been going on behind the closed doors, and like I said, we don't know what's about to happen. In the way, like, they've been, like I said, did you read how they've been saying it's been like billionaires the last couple of weeks building bunkers, stuff that's been happening.
And we've been covering the stories on the many immigrants and people coming in. We've been covering those stories, and it's so funny that they were just that, stories. All we heard about all these people flooding our country, and that's it. That's
and it. Like they say, it's gonna come from inside.
Yeah.
I always say that. They say it's going to come from the inside. Infiltrations will come from the inside. Because again, letting people...
I've even heard stories really... word being around brought back up. Remember when I talked about how they had these ships sitting along the coast, and that word was like, oh, they're warships, this, that, and the third. There's word that when those ships pull up to dock, we should get on it. I don't know how... but that's the word. Like that's and that's alarming. That's alarming. Like it just makes something is about to happen, and even though we don't know, I think we can all feel it. I think a lot of us feel there's something happening in this world, and the best of us want to be a part of.
Because it's going to have to be a lot. It's going because like how we were saying before, it's going to have to be some dismantling that's going to have to happen for the new.
If it's not happening,
if it's not already happening,
that's right.
But like I said, because they already. Well, first of all, before we go any further, you know how we do it. We start our show off with our positive words of affirmation. Because again, we have been speaking positive with not just with you guys, but to each other every day. Because we text each other every day, and we've been pouring into each other and speaking positively towards each other, and this is just it definitely has shown, and it definitely has reaped its best benefits. So again, we always start off each and every show with our words of affirmation, because again, when you speak positive over yourself, over your life, and those connected to you, and things happen. Positive words equal positive results. And it also starts first with your mind too, though. You gotta have a positive mind shift up here first, so it can trickle down to the mouth, so it can come out the mouth and then come into fruition. You know what I mean? So again, moving into and going into 2024, we're going to continue to speak more and more positive words over ourselves, over those connected to us, in our environments. But anyway,
yeah, I'll start because mine were really short this week, and it's so funny. Did you beat today's? What is today's date?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's something.
12, 20, 12, 31, 23.
You know, they say something.
They say this won't ever happen to another 100 years.
Yeah, so this year is powerful. And I'm gonna gloat for us. This 2023 was definitely our year for transparent energy, and I say, despite what we may have what we're going through in our personal lives, the fact that we've kept up a sense of consistency, a job, creation, a seed, the fact that we've kept it up says
definitely planting a seed, like you said, we planted a seed.
Is an accomplishment for both of us. So I want you to damn sure take claim for that.
For both of us, yeah, no, we both did that. Like, so we both did that. We both did that. Even from the set to just what we've been doing, like everything has been
our personnel. We got journalism personnel,
like God really helped us create this, and that look, we didn't have to pay nobody for no studio time, and to go pay you like when we created our own little studio.
We really used the algorithm of 2023 to do what it was for, and we created. We did it.
More is going to happen, and yes, because we're definitely let you guys know that we're going to switch it up a little bit. The tempo next year, we're going to have some little different things going. It might not be like a steady podcasting thing, but we're going to have our episodes. But we're going to start venturing out, doing different things, having more episodes, kind of like our personal stuff, like getting ready with us, or doing like we got some gifts and stuff that we're gonna start indulging in, and again, might probably still incorporate the pod in between as far as like talking and doing. Of course, we're gonna always talk about whatever we talk about.
But transparent energy is
switch it up.
We're about to expand.
We got to take it outside a little bit. So just
give y'all a glimpse into our world instead, into the world of into the world, because it's not our world, because we're not the only transparent people out here. Into the world.
Different little segments, even because I was think about some stuff I want to take about. We're gonna have different little segments. Just add to the flow. We don't just because I know the pies, but we want to show you all over different.
Remind you why we're creators.
Yes. So
this week I begin with we are. Did I say that right? I am.
No, I am.
Oh wait.
Well, however you got it.
Okay. We are accelerating in growth at an all-time high.
We are accelerating in growth at an all-time high.
We feel just what we deserve.
We feel just what we wait.
Just what if I feel, huh? What if you feel sad? I mean, not in that aspect. Oh. If I feel like royalty, okay. I deserve
to feel that way.
Yeah,
Okay. You're in charge of how you feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
And finally, we are who we are becoming.
We are who we are becoming. Yes.
Because there's no faking it. You can't fake it anymore. If you're a mean SOB, you're just a mean SOB.
All right. Well, let me get mad. I am. We are. We feel vibrant.
I am. We are. We feel vibrant.
I am. We are. We feel free.
I am. We are. And we feel free. Ain't no feeling like being free. When you're done all you could, but what's misunderstood is all good. Ain't no feeling like being free. I'm like an angel set free. I'm looking out.
Looking like it, girl. Shade. Not doing it. For real. If it ain't yours to carry,
That is a beautiful song.
It is so.
It is really a beautiful
It
song.
is so oh no shade, and that's how I want to be. Feeling like that. I'm feeling free. I'm not letting nobody hold on to me. I'm not letting nothing else that's not benefiting me and not helping me become who I'm meant to be in a positive way. I want a part of it. And I really believe that a lot of things that I've held on to throughout the last few years is like I think this year has really said this is the year that I'm cutting that all that dead weight from 3 years ago is really cut like whatever like how like I said how we still like how I still was transforming and still doing still going through my journey and coming into 2020 well more so into 2021 that transformation over these 2 3 years is in preparation of like really have purged a lot of things out, and I think the last bit of years that I had with people and things that had connections with even certain people is starting to really like deteriorate. So or it just is done.
That's what's up, because I love
it
that.
feels free.
And it's just so
it's still that way.
It's just so funny how you was talking about purges and how I told you I was watching Hoarders last night, and you know how we are with signs
The
and
Hoarders.
it's just like this. It's something telling us we got to get rid of something before.
It's funny. It was so funny because wait, listen. Well, let me finish this. We'll finish. And we will finish. I am. We are. We feel motivated.
I am. We are. We feel motivated.
I am. We are. We feel amazing.
I am. We are. We feel amazing.
All right. So it's funny because after that message that was left on my phone, on my voicemail, whatever, I had to start work. So it was funny because at work, the song we was playing, I saw the sun, open down, and I just felt out, and I'm just like how you, because I was just picking up what you said, how we pay attention to the signs, how we are very, one thing that's, I think that was one of our connections to is me and you are very spiritually inclined in our both different unique ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and it's so funny because there was a word that I heard probably like a year or two ago, and it was to the liking of saying something about uh people be unlikely pairs coming together and being different in different ways, but no matter our differences on different things, it's still creating everlasting dope deep bond. Like I forgot how it went first like per se, but it's just fair because I really see that in you. Like I said, no matter what, like and we have a lot of huge differences, but it don't stop us from like it don't stop nothing. Like it don't get in the way.
It doesn't.
It don't put a wedge. It don't make us feel uncomfortable. Like we talk about pretty much anything and everything. No matter if she don't agree with, I don't agree with, or if I don't agree with, she don't agree with, and I love that. Like, oh, I get chills. Like that is something that I always want. Like that's why I said like I'm not going into no more relationships doing that. Like if I'm gonna be transparent, I'm walking into 2024 single, guys. And this is a transparent moment for me. Not something I wanted to do or something I've been wanting to do.
Come on, Cardi.
Something that I know that
Come
I
on,
have
Cardi.
to do because, like, for real, because you get to a point where you realize that a person does not value you, and no matter how much you want to try to make it what you want to make it, we have to really pay attention to the signs for real. Like, you know what I mean? And again, let me be honest, I wasn't always perfect in my own ways, and I did my thing, you know what I mean? And because me and this person, we came into the relationship already both with an understanding that we both was a mess. Both of us already kind of came in, with our both player ways.
Mm-hmm.
And acknowledging we both players, but we won't try to change our player ways for each other. That's really what it was. But you realize that when one player keep playing the game and the other one just stepped out.
Right.
And that's the part that's messed up because I stopped playing the game. But the other person wanted to keep on playing the game.
And it was so bad that the person wanted to keep playing. What's sad is the person didn't, I guess, think that
the game would ever stop.
There you go.
Because again, you don't you can't keep doing stuff to people and think that people are not going to get fed up at some point. Like, you cannot keep continuously hurting people and thinking that it's not going to change the dynamic of the relationship. Like, it got to a point where it's kind of delusional for a person to treat you bad and expect you to do good stuff for them. That's narcissistic and crazy. That is really crazy.
And selfish.
It's selfish.
It shows lack of compassion.
Yep. Empathy.
Lack of empathy. And
care, like a whole slew of words.
It's just
so many people are like this, though.
And it's mentally insulting.
It's mental abuse.
Yes.
It's mental. If a person can say they love you and treat you bad, that is mental, psychological, emotional abuse. Please do not fall for it, guys. If you are dealing with somebody that's doing it, run for the hills. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep, because I know a lot of us didn't learn that word narcissism. We running with it because I learned it too. But again, let me be honest. I was also a narcissist. Because we all had narcissists in us. But it's either because the narcissist is really just your controlling side, the part of you that want to control everything, the part of you that don't care, the selfish part, like the bad side of you. You know what I mean? They just use another good word, mental health word to make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Narcissist, but that's really just you not living right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just you living in that nasty spirit. Wanting to control things, being manipulative, being a liar.
Thinking you was to slick a scheme, a flip, a player.
You don't really care about nobody but yourself. So we all had. I've been there. Like I said, but I'm a recovering narcissist. I can say because, like I said, I might have been bossy because, I always consider myself, like how we say, I consider myself an alpha female. I consider myself a very, dominant female and can be, but I don't want to be.
Right.
I think that domination has come only because of how I had grown up within this, in what I chose. I chose this life. So, it chose me too, but I'm saying. But I'm just saying, as far as like my decision to leave home, so I had to grow up kind of fast, kind of early. So, I had to be control over me, me. Right. And I had to survive. So, you got to be strong out in these streets.
Or tough. But I was saying that, going back to what you said, and it's something I've always loved when you said, I loved it the first time I ever heard you say it, that God puts the skills and everything in us from day one.
Yep.
From day one. So, those,
it's just for us to find
when we go through, right, we gotta find it, and we start to discover, whether in school with our talents, when we decide to leave or start being disobedient, we become the rebel. Then we come out in the streets and we become hurt, and then we develop callous and the motivation and will and our faith still in God that says, you know what, you have to be this way now, because the road is not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy to handle any kind of way. So I kind of look at these things as these undiscovered, like real talents that are gifts from God that they give us. That turn into abuse, like narcissism. I don't think being an alpha, is any
kind of narcissism, right? It's just kind of being in control of who you are and owning it.
I think,
and owning it. I think, but like I said, but again, people can take it to however. But me being a person that is empathetic, I realized that I have attracted a lot of narcissistic people, because regardless of me being my narcissistic or operating in that spirit when I still always had empathy. I always had a conscience. It was always something, like always, like I said, like how we said earlier, like we don't. When we was talking on private time, like I don't deliberately hurt people. Like, that's not my MO. That has never been my MO. Now, I know I've hurt people. Okay? Now, I know I've done things that have hurt. I know I've done messed up things. And I've always atoned for my errors and always said sorry, at least for things that I have done. And again, that's not my motive. So, like I said, it's something where you can kind of have compassion and empathy and forgiveness for somebody when they mess up here and there. And you always still supposed to forgive regardless,
right? Because the most for yourself
doesn't mean always having to rekindle though.
That's right.
And I think that's where I always used to get messed up too, because I think just because a person say sorry and you forgive, you think it gotta be back to the same old thing. And again, for apologies without change is manipulation.
And that's why I'm somebody
And I finally learned it.
I will never accept, and I don't accept any sorries or apologies without the root. You understand?
For the fruit.
Without the root, you cannot tell. And anything else is a backhanded apology. I'm sorry if I made you feel this way. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I made you feel sad. That is not the root. That is not the root. The root is exactly why I'm tripping. You see what I'm saying? If you lost control in your mind and reacted to me that made me say, ooh, ooh, that wasn't me. So you need to apologize. You need to apologize. Be with the root.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're not accepting people that's going to keep matching our energy. And especially energy that they know is not intentional. Like if you know that, like how we said earlier, like we want to be with people that cater to our, like what is it? To our defects. And I'm saying like that.
I love that.
Because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of us deal with anxiety, worry, stress, depression, things that come with just life in general. So we're not taking away, because everybody has their own thing they deal with. So we should always learn. That's why you should be with somebody that knows your love language, or that knows, like, well, of course you love it, but just also knows how to help you in situations where you might be feeling anxious.
Right.
Or you're feeling upset.
Have a sense of,
like, overstimulated. Or you know what I mean?
Have a sense of compassion. It's like, damn, friend, if I lost my phone and I'm like, oh my God, I can't find my phone.
Calm down, breathe, because I know you. Like I said, even in this short bit of time, like, but that's how you know that I'm a person that pays attention to who I'm around. If I care about you and I say I love you, I really do, and I pay attention to get triggers. I pay attention to the little things that you say, because I know those are the things that bring you joy. So I know that my girl panics, so I know what she's. And I, like I said, thank God that I got kind of control over my panic issues. But I think a lot of my panic issues came off of doing drugs. That's why mine is. But she's naturally has panic attacks and stuff. So like I've realized that when she's having a moment when she's frantic, it's not the girl. Where's that? It's friend. Calm down. Right. Calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out. You know what I'm saying? You got this. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? To know that she's okay. So you know what I mean? That's how we're supposed to, and that's all I want around me, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Nothing else.
If you're not around me, paying attention to me. Like, because you could be with somebody for 6 years and they don't know you. Crazy. Wow. But, but sometimes you bring it on yourself. Yeah. I can't get mad at nobody but me. And I take full responsibility of my staying somewhere where I knew I should have left months and years ago. So, again, as we go into 2024, don't hold on to nothing. Let's say, regardless, if you want to, whatever, like I said, if you got it in you, because some of us have it in us to kind of want to make it work and do that. But for me, I know moving forward, some things that I won't do anymore. But for those that are still in it, that might be still attached to it, just take it day by day. But what you see is what you see. It ain't nothing else. What you see, what you see.
Right. And believe us the first time, because we not kids. Believe us the first time. If you believe me when we were smoking a blunt, you better believe me when the high is going.
Again, as far as topics, but again, it's been so much going on these last couple of weeks. From the color purple coming out to this new topic circling around again with Taraji coming out talking about not getting paid equally. There's been a big discussion on that.
Our big homie Oprah is on the run.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's been in the news too, girl. She's been on the run with $100 million to Switzerland.
But how though? Because she's still been showing to these things. So I don't know if that's real or that. I don't know. Because she's still been at these premieres though. Or has she? She been at these premieres though. This color purple, because they've been color purple. They've been painting this tan purple for sure.
I don't think she's been at every premiere. I think she was only at the one at the grand opening.
No, I think she was at like 2 or 3. She's been at a few. So like I said, sometimes we gotta, like I said, I know we gotta check in, but we're gonna check. We gotta have the clips. Then that we're gonna have for y'all. But yeah, because Oprah and Taraji, they say, has been having like tension.
Oh yeah, they
on because what a lot of people, what a lot of people are really making a big thing out of is just saying how just as the year is wrapping up, they're saying how that Monique has been saying all this kind of stuff.
And she's
been saying all of this, and no one's listening to her. But now that Taraji is saying something, everybody's kind of, and people are standing up. People are backing her. You know, they're saying a lot of black actresses are starting to back, you know, what Taraji is saying and stepping up and saying, yeah, you know, we're not getting paid equally. This is why. But they are again saying, why wasn't it all the same energy with Monique?
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Yeah. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing.
You know why it wasn't the same energy? Because it wasn't 2023. Let's be real. Ever since 2020, something's been, the energy, has been off. The government, the world, the frequency has been off. And Monique, bless my sister from Baltimore's, bless auntie from Baltimore heart. She ain't never been wrong. She just happened to speak out in a time where there were people eager to shut black, heavy
women down. Yeah, I was thinking it. I was about to say it was more so about a weight. I was, and that's funny you said it, because I was thinking, I was like, girl, it's probably because she was a thick girl. You know what I mean? Black.
She was the typical Hollywood angry black woman.
And that's how they tried to stereotype her. And then it was funny because, again, but that's funny because
and they were, and what it, what
the message
when they did it.
But this message keeps, I keep hearing this message. And this is like, and it's like, I keep getting it. It's just that people will see later. That's it. That's the word. People will see later. They'll see whatever you was saying. They'll see whatever you was, how they thought that you was somebody to be slept on. They gonna see it later. Oh, I'm getting chills. They gonna see it later. Mark my word, baby. They gonna see it later.
That's something that I
might not be right when I say you might be at the wrong time, but baby,
I that is real. And the first way I learned that, which let me know that I was that I am a humble heart, that I'm not a bitter person,
Betty,
is whenever I got with someone and it didn't work. And I've always been the one, and don't get me wrong, I have never been the girl to say, oh, I built him up for that ain't me, because who you are when you make a connection, I've never faked who I am to people, so I ain't built a motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? But what I won't do is, if I put confidence in you, if I gave you a sense of self-esteem, if I made you feel good, if I know how to, blow a little air in your way to bless you, to make your day seem the best, then I own that. And I'm not afraid to move on. But I will tell the next person in line, keep it cute, because I am the one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in an arrogant way, but I'm probably, when I say I'm the one, I'm definitely nobody like you've had. Friend, foe, indifferent, and sometimes when you meet people who are so used to probably the things that you used to do that you don't do anymore,
people really do get attached to the old you. And again, it's messed up, because I realized that too in my life, that like how they say, when you your worst version of yourself, you have the most friends. When I was out here wilding out, when I was out here available to everybody, when I was out here doing my drugs, when I was out here drinking, when I was out here partying, baby, phone was ringing, people be inboxing, but
party every weekend.
It's given, you know what I mean? Especially when you the one that's making sure that not only are you having fun, but other folks is having fun. Oh, yeah, they always want you to come out. You know what I'm saying? So you see that when you start changing your ways, people, like, especially, like, people really don't like pop. People are, it's crazy how
It's
scared.
crabs in a bucket.
Yes, it's just crazy how scared people are of change and being better.
Well,
Like, because you know why? Because I realize it's not even about just the changing of your ways, but like I would say, a lot of people, they act and the way they move, it comes from a deeper place, and a lot of these places stem from childhood. And things that happened when they were younger and back in the day, stuff that you have to answer to and face,
so you
or
can let it go.
so you can let it go, so you can release it, so you can get them break them change from them emotional thoughts and you know, and that mental abuse and the things that might physical maybe abuse that might have happened, or the things that just transpire in your life. Like, we have to let that go, because you don't realize how much damage it really does to you if you don't
Doing to you.
yes, and it's doing to not only to yourself but to those around you.
Especially,
a lot of the reasons why some folks don't have nobody, no friends, no people they can call on, it's not because they want to. You don't got nobody because you ain't genuine. You don't got nobody because you ain't real. You don't got nobody because you're a liar. You don't got nobody because you're a snake. You don't got nobody because you're a thief. You don't got nobody because you can't be trusted. You don't got nobody because you don't know how to be emotionally intelligent.
You don't got nobody
because it's something wrong with you, and you like, and you're the only one that don't see it.
You ain't got nobody because you're waiting for somebody to do something for you first.
Yes, selfish, lazy, like, and nobody is going for. I'm telling you, like, I just thank God, because I'm really like, it's as much, like I said, I'm gonna always give people chances, but I think I think this year has been the year that I'm gonna stop giving people so many. Like,
that's
that
right.
One and done is for real. Like, and I'm going to stand on business on it. Like, the first time you show me that you on some weird type time, you going. I'm not going to keep allowing you to keep coming back and keep showing me over and over again so I can get. No. I think, like I said, I'm what we say, I'm 40 already. I'm 40. I'm 40. I'm 40. I don't have time to play.
Yeah.
I'm 40 already. So, like, no. Like, we're not doing it. We're only getting older, not younger. And nobody time to play.
And some of y'all is real comfortable old in a sandbox.
Yeah, and playing and joking and gaming and still on some childish.
It's not cute.
Stuff. It's not cute.
It's not attractive.
Sad.
And these are the times I remember growing up when the people used to say to me, now I'm ready to say it to some grown folks, it's time to reevaluate your lives. Yes. Reevaluate. Look, if you're not doing anything, do something.
Like, you see it when
just do something.
Like, when people be saying, like, it's a turn off. Like, when you don't, like, it's a turn off to see somebody not want to do better for themselves. Like, that is a turn off. And like, and then people will really be around you mad at you because you have decided to not allow life to bring you down, or to let your past define you, and let, you know, what has happened to you make you bitter, miserable, evil, nasty, vile, cutthroat. You know, people are envious of that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And we
don't think that.
But the crazy part is, it's all right to admire. It's all right. You turn admiration into envy when you become when you don't have any courage. You know, because all you have to say, I used to do it to people, like, I used to walk up to people and be like, how did you do it? You know, how do you do it? Because I'm genuinely interested. I remember this woman I grew up with. I used to play with her kids, but she used to she didn't live on the block. Her kids were cousins of people who I knew lived on the block. And whenever their mom would come and get them, she just always seemed so radiant. You know, she didn't have really long hair, but she had really good clear skin, and she just, everything about her just glowed. Spoke nice, was very pleasant. Her kids didn't even look like her kids. And I used to say to her all the time, like, what is it? What do you do? And I think I would tickle her humor, because she would always give me the look like, what is this little kid? What are you talking about? Like, what do I do? And one day she answered that question, and you know what she said? She said, what do you do? She was like, good, clean living. And I never forgot that. And to me, that didn't say perfect. When I say she had the, I want to look like I don't have a care in the world. I want to look like,
and not even right. And,
you know what I mean?
And I don't think any of us ever get to a point where you don't have a care in the world, but you allow the cares of the world not to wear you out.
That's right. I don't have
to allow it. You put it, like, when they say you really just put it in God's hand. Like, listen, and that was another word from State too. Like, just put it in God's hand. Stop worrying, because and it was funny because it was the church I went to. It was like three people had just gave a word. It was three of them. And it's funny because each word meant something, and I really got something from each word. And one of the words was just giving, I'm getting into my word, just getting closer to God. Remember how important your relationship with God is. That's one of the most important relationships that you'll ever have. Because I believe that when you put God first, everything else falls into place. And I think it's best, again, you don't always meet people that are, in the faith or have these relationships with God, which is okay, because everybody is not brought up a certain kind of way in certain things. And again, religion and relationship is two different things. We always see that. But you should want to be with somebody too that has a relationship with God. You know what I mean? Like, you should want to be with somebody that is in tune with their spiritual, because again, sometimes when you're weak and when you can't pray or when you can't, hold it up for yourself, somebody can war the spirit for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we always have to make sure our own relationship, of course, is tight with God. But, always try to make sure that you at least be with somebody that got that connection as well. And then another one was like just not worrying. And then the last one was the shift. And my friend was speaking, and mind you, my friend that I told you that we don't even really talk like that, but it's his, this is the church that I've been going to before I went to my other church, for a long time. And I just went back, because I walked there, the girl was saying, always find a way back home. And I was like, but
as long as you got the door open,
but it's just funny because, like I said, but I used to always go to that church first before I even had ventured out, before I even got into my moment. There was a church that like I said, I always go to church and did stuff like that. But it was just, again, saying, like, it's just time. You know what I'm saying? It's just time to really, stop allowing, like if you're not, stop allowing other people, first of all, to bring you down and drive you into a hole, number one, too. Like, we have got to stop worrying about other folks and what they got going on. If
they're not on board,
right. Would you say it's not none of my business? Would you say it's wait, what was that? 2004? You said
2024. I want more. So look for
no, not that. I ain't worried about it, or it ain't my business, or something that you said 2024. What was it? Okay.
It's gonna come. That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you. It's 2024.
2024. That's on you.
Call your phone dead. Oh my God.
That's on you. Love you. No, not even that. No,
well, she's like that.
Yes.
I might say, because look, I love you, but I'm wait. What we doing? It I can't. Sorry, that's not for me. Not this time. You caught me at the wrong time. I'm gonna call you back when I'm ready.
See, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn.
No. That's the biggest. Nope. The night I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not.
Absolutely not.
Around. That's the word. Absolutely not. You know what?
Absolutely not.
If you're not,
absolutely not.
If you're not stern, if you're not, and I'm gonna snatch it out the algorithm for y'all for real. If you're not doing any better, you're not standing on business. You're not. If you're not doing any better moving forward, you're not standing on business. You're just still running your mouth. You're still.
For the internet. That's all y'all do.
That's it, and that's why I don't have that what she has when it comes to. Now look,
yeah, I have that.
I wish I did, but I wish I did.
And sometimes I wish I had that. So this is why we bounce each other out. See, you want somebody to bounce you out in a good way without us having to compete. We don't got to compete for it. Because I need what she got and she need what I got. So all we got to do is be around each other enough where, bitch, if something happened, she know I got her back on the end and she got my back on the other end. Because it's already been happening, and it be just happening organically.
But you know what?
And it's so fast.
And I wanted to touch on that because we spoke about this earlier in our seasons, and we talked about how we remember we knew what we wanted in our lives, but there was still work to be put in, and the ultimate test came with the initial meet, and. I think the beauty in that is because we wanted what we wanted, we had these discussions about our friendship being new. Or at the time, we didn't label it a friendship. What we had, we were organic from the bunt, baby.
we didn't put
titles.
We took our time. We do none of that title stuff. Like I said, and we're still cautious about how we just move and act. And I love that.
I love it because it's.
I catch that with you too. And it's not because you know some. The old me would take it hard sometimes, but I realized that you move in a way, and I love that. And because I realized that you cherish this friendship in a different way from the way I cherish it, and I had my way. But it's still both the same thing. No, I'm not saying I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
We both cherish it in our own special way. But what I love about how you cherish it is that you, like I said, we both have really let this organically play out. Both of us. We did not put no titles on nothing. We are very careful with how we say stuff to each other. And so we had a moment where we got upset with each other. We chalked that right on through. Had to give us
but things have to happen. Yeah. And a lot of times, I think I learned in that, and we all have it. Ego gets in the way. Hurt and pain, things we don't address or answer to. You know, I'm proud to say that, and in the matter of speaking, I'm proud to say that our relationship wasn't peachy and keen, or how you used to say, what you used to say? You used to say something sweet like roses.
Rainbows and roses.
And that was her thing. She was good for calling me. She would be like, ABC, XYZ, because look, this relationship, this ain't right.
Always be sunshine and rainbows.
That's right.
Every conversation ain't gonna be good, but like I said, but when you are with, like I said, but see, this also hit, like I said, when this is how you know that when people are really ready to grow, and growth is a part of their journey. And like you said, and like how you said, we both had to be at a place in our lives where we could really receive each other in a certain kind of way. Like I said, me healing, you healing, you know, that's what actually is able to allow us to not be toxic. How we have allowed in previous friendships.
Mind you, I had to cut things off. You had already cut things out.
Yes, friendships are just as true as toxic relationships, because relationships come in all forms: family, business, friends, lover,
work, all of that.
So relationships come in all different kind of forms. But toxic friendships are just as real as a toxic relationship. You will get. You could be with somebody you think is your friend, girl, and the person is not your friend. They just around to be competition. They don't really got your back. They never really there for nothing. They just keep taking. You know what I'm saying?
And one of the beauties, I think, what that I know that we share is the fact that we've been, can I say this? Equally yoked in a way where we know what we don't want. And we can see.
Okay, you should think about it.
Okay. And we can see. Sorry, just a little bit. And we can see what each other stand for in a way where it is not a barrier or grounds of competition. It is a boundary. Yeah. It is a reflective boundary.
On top of that. Yes.
Whereas though I'm mature in my adulthood and my productive and positive life, where I'm like, ooh, I recognize that she don't want people to do that to her, and so do I don't either.
Right.
And so because I don't have that in her, in me, and I don't, and she, and nor her, you know, you don't have it in you. It's so much easier to start gradually getting comfortable, not just falling in, but gradually. You know, and I feel like
that's important.
That's imperative.
So, imperative, like you said, because again. But that's what makes it. That's why they say that failing is a good thing. Failing in things or having to learn lessons and, you know, going through the mud, dusting yourself off, you know, thank you, Leah, for that. Dusting yourself off and trying again really is important because when you go through all them L's and all them times that you have made it where you didn't get it right, you finally get to the point where that you finally get it right. And you finally say, okay, you know what? I'm fed up with how I've been doing things or moving the way I move with certain things. And knowing, like you said, we already put our kind of guidelines or kind of in place what we expected or what we didn't want from each other. What was like, listen, I had this happen in my last friendship. I don't want that. Like, we could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always kept that open dialogue. Like you said, the transparent energy really comes from us being transparent with each other. That really, that's the name. Really,
that's like the root of our foundation.
Our foundation, like I said, and that why it's important to be with people that you build a solid foundation with. Because again, if you don't build a solid foundation, it's going to crack. And it's
Yeah.
comfortable and it's going to.
I'm proud to say that I know you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm proud
Yeah.
to say that I know you enough that you wouldn't do anything that has been done to me in a way to hurt me.
Right.
And that feels really good for me, for somebody like me. Because I think I trust so easy that I sometimes don't trust at all. You know, and that doesn't kind of affect of who I am. I still move. But that little ingredient is what sometimes plays a part. And the part that it plays is lonely. And sometimes it don't be about romance. Sometimes it don't be about boo loving or being close. Sometimes it's about being able to speak, articulate with somebody who
gets it,
who just gets it. And you have to get it here. You have to really, really get it here, because our minds are attacking us, and it takes a lot for us to be who we are without the world already telling us to try to strip us and change us, this, that, and the third. So when you come across good people, when you come across somebody who meets you, you know, in your mind, like, you haven't pay attention to that, because you could be missing out. You could really be missing out.
They gonna see later.
And they gonna see later. But
they gonna see later, honey.
I'm
and that's how I'm feeling it.
so like blessed, like, out of all, and I've known a lot of people. I've had a lot of good times. I've had laughs and
wait, oh my gosh, wait, okay, so because I want to talk about that real quick as we are coming to close. Because we got to do somewhere around, guys. Because New Year's Eve, my girlfriend and I will get together tonight, so that's where we'll be bringing the New Year's in at. But my associate, that I went to the church with, when I went to the church you'll see today, but went to his church, he had said something so profound, that was true, because he had went to a ball just recently, and he also had stopped drinking and drugging, because he was also in his addiction, did the same things, more coke, drinking, just promiscuous, very all like kind of the same kind of stuff that I told you a lot of times too, what I've been delivered from too, in a way. Just out here carrying and cutting up, but I said, but he's a born again believer, found his way back to God and got stuff together in ways, but he's still also because if most people know, there is a saying where it says, "Don't be so heavenly minded that you know earthly good," where you so so Jesus freak that you don't want to go have fun, you don't want to get nothing done, you take everything. Every time somebody got self-care, they didn't do that back in the biblical days. Jesus is going to, that's a sin. You can't have your hair cut right to here.
Right.
You can't all that. Anyway, he was saying how his friends who are still connected to the scene, the ballroom scene, asked him, did he want to go out? And he was saying that, he was like, this kind of gay. He's like, I was a little thinking, but I was like, let me go out. And he said that he enjoyed it so much without the extras. And it put me into the mind of, he was saying he really had a ball. He said now he went to the after hour, he was trying to get to the girls with their he said that they had him there for a little bit, but he said then that's when it started getting a little bit too tempting, because it started getting back to this a little bit too personal. A lot of, this is taking me back where I don't want to, what I mean? Where I hold up. I'll meet y'all outside. This is when he said he drew the line. But he still said that he had a great time without all the extras. And it took me back to when we went out for your birthday and how I danced the night away. We went out for her birthday because her birthday passed. We went out for her birthday. It was so fun. It was such a great time, and
when my girl got the Jones out of her bones,
cause I haven't danced in a long, I haven't really been to no club. Like I said, since I've been on my journey, since the end of 2020, I have not really been to no club, really, or just even on a dance. Now I've been to certain establishments, but being in a club to dance, I had not been in 3 years. So that was some built up little mama jama. I had to get that out, and I felt good.
And can I say, she was beautiful. She floated. I wanna let you know that I'm proud and I'm honored to be able to have been right there by your side while all of that, whatever it was, came off you. You got it out, and I'm not gonna hold you. What I saw in you that night, that was Now remember, when we met, I was just going out on doing my happy hour thing, but it was off of that vibe. Oh, it was off of that vibe that you had because you hadn't been out. You know what I mean? And then when you did, it wasn't anything stopping you from like, this feels good.
Yes, and in the jack, I was out. Bro, I was out. We was out. Bro, I was up. Like I said, and we got home at a nice time, and then finished off with a nice fried shrimp nightcap. But again, like I said, it's just about enjoying life, y'all. Like I said, and we don't need the extra additives. Like, please, like I said, we've been really big on this throughout the year, and we're gonna keep on no matter in what format we tell y'all. If you're gonna do your thing, please be responsible. But for a lot of y'all, please put the drugs down. Bro, can we go in 2024 not wanting anymore? Can we go in 2024
not wanting anymore?
Because a lot of y'all don't need no more. A lot of y'all really don't. A lot of y'all need like a good year break.
And let's be all the way honest. A lot of y'all don't want it anymore.
Ooh.
It's okay.
You ate that.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh. But wait, no. You ate that so
it's
much.
Okay.
Wait, let me tell you something. You ate that so freaking much because that's so true.
It's okay.
It's so many people that don't want to get. I've been with girls when we've come down from getting high, and people be like, "I don't want to do this. Like, I'm just tired. Like,
I was her. I know.
I was her. Like I said, I was her.
That's what I said. It's okay. You know you don't want to.
Bitch, you ate that. Girl, that was over. You ate that.
I don't know.
I know it's coming from a real place.
You know what I mean? I don't know how else to talk to our people anymore because
girl, that hit me like,
I'm like, I don't know what else y'all want. And now, but I know why we not friends in real life because you can't take it. I'm not going to sit around and condone foolishness, ignorance, and anything and blasphemy. I'm not going to condone it. I'm all about the up and the growth. And if you already knew me,
Knew me. There you go. Knew me.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get to know
me.
Because it ain't the same person.
Yeah.
And like I said, and we all have the right to change.
This is not a slap in the face.
So again,
this is not
don't get mad at me.
I'm better than you.
So don't get
this
mad at me.
is
I'm not standing for that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be around you in that.
This is genuine.
Around that stuff. No, I don't want to part. No, I'm past that.
But I have a seat over here for productivity, positivity, growth, uplifting, inspiration, grace. I have a seat here for you. Oh yeah, I can give it to you. You don't gotta sit over there and be like, oh, she smiled all hard, like her shit straight. She went to the. She thinks her
security, bro.
Yeah. No, she thinks she. Remember when she was out there? That's all fine. I remember too. Come over to the. Look, it's giving. Come over to the seat of productivity, and we can.
No, and again,
let me introduce you.
Yes. And like, so you're all allowed to change, and you're allowed to change at any second, any minute, at any hour. But when you change, keep moving forward. Like I said, listen, y'all, we're not double back.
And never forget the motivation is love.
I know that 24, 4 is like 2 twice, so it means double. But we're not double backing.
But I'm double upping on what I'm saying. Yeah. There's more.
We're going up.
There's more. I'm not biting my tongue. I'm not. You cry, I'ma cry. I ain't gonna lie, I'ma cry with him. Because you know I'm a song. Yeah, I cry. Together.
No. You cry by yourself. Excuse me. Goodbye. That's it. 2004, I'm closing the door. That's it.
That's right, guys. That's right.
And shout out to everybody that made it to this end, to this point, to this to end of 2023, and again, we lost a lot of people this year too. So again, our hearts and condolences again go out to the girls and the folks that we have lost, whether in the scene or out of the scene. Some beautiful souls will be missed. Continue to just keep their loved ones prayed up. Hopefully everyone tries to stay level headed. Regardless, because again, grief is, you can't tell them.
That's right.
Grief has an expiration date. When it comes to certain things at certain times. But just keep people in prayer. Try to make sure that you try to speak only positive things. I hope they try to make sure they stay in a good mental space. But other than that, look, we had a great year. And I just thank God that we got through this year. I thank God that for our consistency throughout this year. Friend, I'm just looking forward to Lord's will next year just being a better year. Again, y'all continuously pay attention to the news and things. There's a lot going on. We weren't really able to really jump into a lot this episode, but we will be keeping y'all informed coming into 2024 with just different things. But yes, pay attention, y'all. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like how we always say, in some way, some form, start stocking up however you can. Prepare, keep your cabinets together, get your toiletries, get your stuff.
Clean them closets. Empty them phones.
Empty them phones out. And again, look, I'm
Because
happy for those that came with us, but I'm also happy for those that's not going into 2024 with us because
her heart is so big.
Because for real, I'm serious. This is my 2023 was my last year putting up anybody. Excuse my language, but y'all gonna see a different Jordan. It's not gonna be all that playing around with y'all that I used to do. Yeah, I'm 40.
Yeah.
Shorty. Yeah. Until next time, thank you guys for joining us and tuning into another episode.
Another installment.
Another week with your favorite hostesses with the Mostesses, ultimate Mostesses. It's your girl.
The lovely lady, baby.
And Jordan. And we love you guys. And we'll see y'all next year. Be safe, y'all. Again, Uber is free, Lyft is free, they say something like that. So be careful. I think they say something like that. I hope it's true.
All day or a certain time?
I think a certain time. And if you can't be drunk, but they saying like if you need a ride, they gotta look it up. Well, this is probably too late by the time you'll see it. Anyway, bye y'all.
We care.